Hey, it's finally Foundation Friday. If you're new here, on Fridays I sit down and talk about a new or old, we don't discriminate here, foundation that I've been trying out. I do multi-day wear tests using a variety of tools, techniques, products, whatever. So if you're interested in learning more about the Milk Makeup Sunshine Skin Tint SPF 30, then please keep on watching. The Milk Makeup Sunshine Skin Tint SPF 30 retails for $42 and you get 0.7 fluid ounces, which is less than a standard foundation. There are 8 shades in this range that go from fair to deep. I picked the shade Fair, which is for fair skin with cool pink undertones, and I do think that it's a pretty good shade match. On the Milk Makeup website though, there are 7 shades and none of them seem to be available for purchase at the time that I'm filming this video. So I am wondering if this is being discontinued or if something is happening with it. Pulling up the details, it's a lightweight tinted moisturizer with broad spectrum SPF 30 that hydrates skin with natural oils while providing buildable natural looking coverage. It is light coverage, radiant finish for normal, dry, and combination skin types. The highlighted ingredients are avocado, mandarin, grapeseed, jojoba, and olive oils that hydrate skin and create a dewy finish. Ingredient callouts: this product is vegan and cruelty-free. What else you need to know? This tint protects skin with broad spectrum SPF 30, while its formula hydrates and leaves a dewy finish thanks to the blend of avocado, mandarin, jojoba, grapeseed, and olive oils. The glass rollerball applicator makes for a quick, mess-free, on-the-go experience. And it is also clean at Sephora. Suggested usage: press bottom button to dispense foundation into glass rollerball tip. Swipe rollerball directly onto skin and blend with fingertips. For a full face, 2 to 3 clicks of the push button should provide the perfect amount of sunshine skin tint. Adjust as needed to reach your desired level of coverage. For targeted touch-ups, 1 click is all that is needed. I'm going to insert some swatches here of the Milk Makeup Sunshine Skin Tint SPF 30 against some of the other foundations that I have within my collection. Milk Makeup Sunshine Skin Tint in the shade Fair. Kosas Tinted Face Oil in the shade Tone 1. Glossier Skin Tint in the shade G12. Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint in the shade Rendezvous. Makeup Forever Reboot Foundation in the shade 208. And the Natasha Denona Face Glow in the shade 10. Now, let's move on to packaging. The packaging of the Milk Makeup Sunshine Skin Tint SPF 30 is pretty unique as far as packaging goes. You have a button to push on one end and the foundation dispenses through a glass roller ball on the other side. I personally really like the novelty of this packaging, but there are a lot of reviews on the Sephora website that are complaining about how easily this breaks and then it leaves the foundation completely unusable. If that's truly the case, then I'm really glad that this packaging is not more popular across foundations. The texture of this foundation is almost balmy, but it is very hydrating and moisturizing. There is a slight citrus scent, but that doesn't last very long on the skin. My favorite way to apply this foundation was using the Real Techniques brush, but my least favorite way to apply this was using my fingertips, which is interesting because that's how Milk suggests that you do apply this. While it wears really comfortably on my face, I felt like when I applied it using my fingers, it left this filmy texture behind, or this filmy residue behind on my fingers, and it's not something that I enjoy at all. Before I get into my final thoughts about the Sunshine Skin Tint, I'm going to insert some clips from my 3-day wear test. As always, the first wear test is done with no additional products. Milk recommends blending this into your skin using your fingers, but I really didn't like that. I tried using a flat Sephora brush to blend it in, but I didn't like that application either. The coverage is light, borderline sheer, with a super dewy finish. It wore off throughout the day along the nose, jawline, and forehead, the places that I tend to touch the most. It didn't transfer onto my mask, but I do think that it emphasized the texture around my eyes. As always, all wear tests are filmed in natural lighting. On the second day, I primed using the First Aid Beauty Hydrating Primer and the MAC Strobe Cream. I thought that having a more hydrated base would help the blending of the foundation into my skin. Half of my face I used the Real Techniques No. 200 Expert Face Brush, and on the other side, a damp EcoTools sponge. I prefer the way the brush applied the foundation. It wore much longer today, and it looked really natural once the dew calmed down a little bit. I don't often powder, but because I noticed how it emphasized some texture, I used the Lila B Flawless Foundation to set lightly around my eyes to control the dew and to help blur. I did notice at the end of the night that there was some gathering around my nose. Day 3, I used the Wonder Glow Primer to blur texture around my nose and eyes, as well as the First Aid Beauty Hydrating Primer around the outside of my face. I used the Real Techniques brush again and tried the Sephora Collection Coffee Sponge to smooth everything out. I really loved my base this day. Everything applied so nicely and blended together seamlessly. I didn't notice any creasing, but there was still some gathering around my nose. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into my final thoughts. First, even though this has SPF in it, I still think that you should be using a dedicated SPF as part of your skincare routine. You can't be sure when you're using this kind of product that you're getting an effective amount of SPF applied to your face. So please, use another sunscreen underneath this. I'm probably dating myself by including this clip, but it so perfectly sums up my thoughts that I have to include it.
I know you can be overwhelmed and you can be underwhelmed, but can you ever just be whelmed?
I really don't have anything bad or negative to say about the Sunshine Skin Tint. I really enjoy the formula, the coverage, the finish, the wear time. I think this is really great for no makeup looks or for more natural looks. While there was some gathering around my nose, it's nothing that would keep me from continuing to use this. That being said, I don't exactly recommend that you pick this up. I hate basing my recommendations around price because affordability is so subjective, but the only thing that I really feel strongly about in terms of this foundation is the price. If you're going to pay retail value, which is $42, that's just too expensive. You only get 0.7 fluid ounces, which, okay, doesn't have to be a bad thing, except for besides the packaging, you're not getting anything particularly special or unique. If you're looking for sheer to light coverage with a super dewy finish and skin-like texture, you won't be disappointed if you purchase the Sunshine Skin Tint. But there are other options available for a better price point, like the Glossier Skin Tint, or for a similar price point but more product, you could pick up the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. Overall, I'll finish this tube, but I don't plan on repurchasing unless I can get it on sale for around $20 like I did when I got this original tube. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have any other foundations you'd like me to check out or any other videos you'd like to see from me, definitely let me know down below. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for hanging out today, and I will catch you again soon in my next video.